Today we are joined with WAG model, occupational therapy student, and our current Miss Universe Australia title winner. Welcome to the Glossover, Lexie Brant.
Thank you so much for having me, Sarah. I'm so excited. This is going to be amazing.
So excited. I feel like through osmosis, like I've done Miss Universe twice now, but we've only met once.
We've literally only met in one room one time, but I feel like I know you as my sister.
Oh, bless.
Oh my God, you're so beautiful. And like, I think from the day I won, you were in my comments like Slay Queen. And I was like, oh my God, I know her.
For people that are listening at home and maybe haven't competed in Miss Universe twice, how would you describe the Miss Universe process?
The Miss Universe Australia process is there's a group of maybe 130 women who get into the state finals, maybe like 30 women per state. You're all competing to be your state finalists, basically. And through that process, you're doing some brand ambassadorships, you're taking lots of photos. As soon as you get through to national finals, you are competing for the title that I have now. So you go through walking workshops, you go on an international trip. It's amazing.
It is really fun.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of girls go for the trip. Like a lot of people apply
100%.
for the trip because the trip is so iconic.
Like before Miss Universe, I had never been to Vietnam before. And you're telling me now I've been twice. It's amazing.
Crazy.
For free as well, might I
And
add.
also Thailand as the winner and also Paris.
Yeah, Paris and Amsterdam, like
Crazy.
From my title, I've been traveling internationally. Like I've traveled, I think I counted, I've been on 18 international flights in the past 8 months.
Oh my God.
It's nuts. Like, and because I was just a little uni student before this, it's crazy to think that if I threw my life back maybe 2 years, I would have only been on a few international trips, and now I am literally
a jet setter.
a seasoned veteran.
Oh my goodness.
I'd say social media is a lot of Miss Universe Australia.
Huge. Absolutely huge. I didn't realize going into it. I mean, I did it the first time, but going into it the second time, I feel like it stepped up this year.
Yeah.
With content.
100% it did. But at the end of the day, that's what makes your salary is Miss Universe Australia. So someone needs to be able to post on social media. It's a massive thing today. A lot of brand ambassadorships and like advertisements only come through social media now. So Miss Universe Australia needs to be adept in that.
100%. And I think too, like the program itself, if you go on to win as Miss Universe Australia, you do end up going on to be an ambassador.
Yeah.
Not just for the brands, but also just career-wise. Once Miss Universe is done, you'll reign soon in 2 months. You'll hopefully go on, if you choose, to be a brand ambassador for different brands, which we'll get into later today as well.
100%. It's something I never thought I'd get myself into, and now that I'm in it, I am choosing my own path.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So all of the, maybe I'd say the past 5 Miss Universe Australias, we've all taken very different paths. And I think I've taken the most niche path. Me and Dr. Olivia Wells are taking the healthcare path. I haven't fallen into the modelling and social media ambassador role because that wasn't me. I'm definitely more confident in social media now, but my true passion is occupational therapy.
I would love to know, in the contrast between being an occupational therapist student and signing up for Miss Universe Australia, let's go back a bit. How did you make that decision to apply, and kind of what drew you to the program?
What drew me to the program, genuinely, I was scrolling through Instagram one day and the registration post came up and I was like, what's the worst that could happen?
Totally.
Genuinely, what's the worst that could happen? I get rejected and then I don't have to tell anyone. Like,
I love it. So did you apply in secret?
Yep.
Oh my God, I love that. I did that the first time as well.
Yes, I didn't tell anyone, didn't tell my mum, didn't tell my partner. And then when I got through to state finals, I rang my mum up and I was like, hey, just letting you know I'm a state finalist from Miss Universe Australia. And she was like, hello?
Yes.
So genuinely, I was in a time in my life, I was studying, I was in my second year of OT and it's quite dry. And I was doing modelling on the Gold Coast and I just wanted something else. I wanted to challenge myself. And so I was like, oh, what's the worst that could happen? And I got through. And God, if I was to put myself back in those shoes today, I would be, oh my God. I just wanted to warn myself of what was going to happen.
What would you tell yourself?
Oh God, believe in yourself.
100%.
And I also wanted to tell myself to brace myself because I was so innocent and so insecure at the time that I was going to go up against 130 other beautiful, beautiful girls
Like
from
the
around
best in
Australia.
Australia, seriously.
Literally. And I just wanted to tell myself, brace myself because you're going to feel some things.
I can't relate to the sense of going on the Vietnam trip, but I think when you are there, and I have had all my beautiful friends that have gone through, I've heard stories, like when you go through, it's not like it is a holiday, but you are there to work.
Yeah.
It's an amazing program because you are doing self-development, but you are doing runway walks, you were doing photo shoots, you were doing content constantly. Like you said, there's a lot of boxes to tick.
Yeah.
And so doing that in an environment, like you said, it would have been incredibly supportive, I'm imagining. Yeah.
It was. And I just think no one really prepares you for going on an island with 30 other beautiful women and not feeling insecure. It is something that is so big in Miss Universe Australia, and especially the first time that I went to Vietnam as a national finalist. I went there and I was super excited, but then it dawned on me I was super insecure and my self-esteem just dropped.
So did you find when you went to Vietnam that was the turning point for you? Like you noticed that you weren't feeling insecure?
Yeah, I was super excited to get into the Queensland National Finals. Like that sash going on me, I was honestly gobsmacked. And I have said it in so many other interviews that was the best moment. And like I honestly rate that more than getting the crown, because I was not expecting it and I believed in myself to get it and I did it.
Wow.
And so all of that kind of went away as soon as I got to Vietnam, because I was like, oh my God, now I'm in competition. And when I went away from the Vietnam trip, I really locked in for 2 months and I was like, come on, girl, like you are better than this. I'm so surrounded by such beautiful people in my life, like, and they know me better than I know myself. So the fact that I'm sitting over in Vietnam, like in the corner, only talking to one person it's not me.
Yeah.
So that's when I turned the corner. But
Amazing.
Vietnam was excellent. And going this year, especially, and watching all of the beautiful
perspective
girls,
and being like, I've been here, I've done this.
Like genuinely, I was like, oh my God, I actually teared up a fair bit over there this time.
Bless.
Genuinely, in the fact that all these girls have so much more confidence. You're doing walking workshops with Thelma and she is an absolute godsend, but her walk is phenomenal.
She's really unreal.
She is
beautiful. Her
beautiful.
legs are unreal.
Oh my God. If I had her legs, I don't think I would have 1 inch of insecurity. But anyway, so when I went to Vietnam, my walk was absolutely horrible. And I'd done a few swim shoots before, but nothing incredible. And
shut up. I'm sorry. I'm going to insert a video of you walking up those steps that you did in the pool. At the time, I didn't know you. I feel like I was following all the Victorian girls because I know them and I was really good friends with them and I still am. And I had no idea who you were, and you came off my feed for that swim shoot and I was like, who is this girl?
Yeah. And I was blonde at the time as well.
Yeah.
Completely changed my hair colour, didn't I?
Oh my God.
Well, I'm naturally brunette, so I just went back to my roots. But when I was over there, I was a little bit confident, but nothing like the girls this year. And it was so beautiful to see from the outsider's perspective of how, like, the maturity of these girls and how they've grown from the first day of the trip to the end of the trip. It was beautiful. Like, and that's what made me tear up. I was like, oh my God. Like, not only the fact that, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here and like I'm the winner and now I'm seeing all these girls, but it's more the fact that I'm seeing 30 girls go through a journey of maturity. It's amazing.
Yeah, 100%. And I think too, going back to when you were in the first year, when you were competing, did it feel competitive to you? Did it feel like what was your mindset at the time?
Yeah, that's a really good question. We are also told we're not in competition, like genuinely over there. You're not in competition. And I firmly believe that Vietnam doesn't decide who wins. But over there, you cannot help but feel like, oh my God, that girl is better than me. That girl is talking to that person more. That means they're going to get a place more than me. So it feels like it.
It feels like Survivor, like the TV show.
Absolutely, it feels like Survivor. That is it.
Little chats to the side, little challenges.
Yeah, 100%. And so when I was over there last year, I literally sat in a corner with only one friend and was like, okay, because my confidence was so low because I just saw all of these girls being so performative and like so much better than me.
Yeah.
And that's obviously not true.
100%.
No one's better than anyone,
No.
Especially over there. You're meeting everyone for the first time, but it does feel like it's competition.
Back to when you first got the sash, you were saying that you were just so stoked to be up there. And even when you look back in hindsight, you're like, that was the key moment. You were like, wow. Because I think you're saying there was maybe a little bit of a, oh my goodness, I'm doing this. How exciting. I'm state finalist. This is amazing. I'm going to get through to nationals. Like, that's the mentality. And then you get through and you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I did that.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that you were going to win Miss Universe?
Not one bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Not one bit. Especially
not from applying, not from getting into Vietnam. Like,
that was never my goal.
Okay.
I would love to break a rumor because a lot of people, not only from my cohort, but around the Miss Universe competition who followed it said that I never wanted it. And I just wanted to put the record straight that I wouldn't be in the competition if I didn't at least want the title. I just wasn't desperate for the title. That's it. I wanted it. I just wasn't desperate enough to beg and plead for it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we need a Miss Universe girl who doesn't need it that bad in order to survive.
It's not their identity.
No, absolutely not. And during the whole competition, I wasn't there to win. I was there to make friends, and I was there to genuinely, as much as it sounds materialistic, get some brands on board and experience what it feels like to be a social media content creator, because that's where our society is going.
Our generation specifically.
Yeah, and I want to boom. Like, my ultimate goal, I love OT, but I want to be someone.
Yeah.
And I've made that title for myself, and I've still got a big career ahead of me, but I wanted to get that sort of experience under my belt, and Miss Universe gave that to me. And the fact that I won is just an added bonus.
Did those friendships transcend? Are you still friends with the girls? Do you still keep in touch?
Yeah, a lot of these girls are my biggest supporters, and I know. Some of the girls that are my biggest supporters, I wasn't even that close with in the program.
Wow.
Like, yeah. So it all
me. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Hello in the corner, in the comment section.
But it mostly comes out, you'll see your true friends as soon as you're succeeding. Like, those people who are there to support you come out. And a lot of these girls absolutely have. They've been by my side and they're there to support me. Of course, there's going to be rumours about who's supporting who and why and this happened. But at the end of the day, it's those people that show up for you and support you. And I have had like an inundation of those girls.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a special thing. And I think the great thing about the program too is when you go on to be a Vietnam national finalist, you go on to have friends in every single state.
100%.
And so now you just call up and you're like, Melbourne, and you're like, hey, I'm here. And it's like, you've got people.
Literally.
Catch up for lunch. You've got people to stay with. It's amazing.
It's so much better. Like, I adore Melbourne. I think Gold Coast is great, but it is very small and it's very social media-y.
Yeah.
But Melbourne, I come here and I've got some beautiful friends from the program, like Dana. She is
I'm obsessed. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Literally, just shout out to Dana. She's so bloody beautiful. She makes me feel so confident, and she doesn't want anything in return, genuinely.
No, you're right. And I think she's one of those friends as well. I mean, people who don't know Dana, she's getting a great shout out.
Yeah.
But I think she's one of those friends, like you said to the start, when success is a really funny thing, because on your way up, you will see so many different people. But on the way down, you'll also see those people as well.
Yeah.
So I think making those friendships that last forever and people that are seeing you through different stages of your success is such a beautiful thing.
100%.
And you know, when you succeed to the top, you know who's there for you because voices become quieter as well.
100%. And that is exactly what I felt. When I got that crown on my head, a lot of people went away.
Yeah.
And a lot of people from my own support system as well outside of the program went away. And it shows that when you succeed, or when you have a group of friends around you and you succeed and they get jealous, they were never your true friend. They just wanted to be you.
Yeah, 100%.
And now that you're getting a little bit higher than them,
at the top,
where are they? Like,
100%.
These are people that I wanted to be my bridesmaids, and it's upsetting, but I'd never wanted anyone like that in my life in the first place.
Talking on bridesmaids, for me, I'm a makeup artist and I do a lot of bridal work. And it's a really interesting concept. I think into your 20s, finding new friendships is such a hard thing because you're not consistently, especially when you finish university, you're not consistently seeing the same people every day.
100%.
And so it's really interesting you say that. It is. I feel like it's a common denominator. And I think a lot of people, like for me, why I applied for Miss Universe the first time was to find friendships like you.
Yeah.
And then you go through the program, you make the friends. It's such a special thing. And, you know, even doesn't matter what stage you end up in, you will always have a group of girls that you can rely on, which is really sweet.
100%. It's great. And 100%, they'll be at my wedding. But the one person that's got me through it, apart from my mum, is my best friend, Charlotte. She has seen me through some states, but she has been so bloody stable. She's seen me up, she's seen me down, she's seen me win. Like, I've been here, there and everywhere, and she has stayed stable the same amount of time. And it's phenomenal. You got to have people like that in your life, and if you don't, you are going to find them. Yeah. She's
100%.
been my friend since high school, and I owe her the world.
Oh,
honestly.
Bless. I think Miss Universe, when I applied, I think there was a lot of people who were like, why are you doing that? And I think for you, even more so, I mean, you're a beautiful model, but being an OT student, that's hard. I would love to know, what do you think one of the biggest misunderstandings about the program is?
Oh, that is such a good question. a lot of people unfortunately still think that Miss Universe Australia and the Miss Universe program is strictly pageant, and those pageant girls unattainable and a lot of the time very fake. And a big misunderstanding is that Miss Universe is a pageant, and as much as it is when you go overseas, it's not in Australia. They are not going to pick the girl who has the best walk, the best talk, most look like she's going to win on stage. That's not who Miss Australia is. Miss Australia is the quintessential Australian girl. Like, we swear, we talk like a bogan, like 100%. Like, you are not supposed to be perfect, and that's who Miss Universe Australia is supposed to be. Someone who shows her true colours and is unafraid to be herself. I think the biggest misunderstanding that I've come across is that it has nothing to do with healthcare. You cannot honestly sit there right now and tell me, oh yeah, Miss Universe Australia is super linked with healthcare. Like, how do those two meet? And especially when I got crowned, I was like, oh my God, I have no idea how I'm supposed to continue studying OT. Like,
it's overwhelming. It's like, oh my goodness, this is now almost like another job.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Yeah. Like, this is now my full-time role. But at the time, I was like, I've got to drop everything and be a social media content creator because that's Miss Universe Australia and that's who it is. And I could not have been more wrong. Like, I maybe took a week and sat with my family and my friends and remembered who I was and changed the role into exactly what I wanted it to be.
You molded it for yourself.
Literally. And I think that was super overwhelming to consider. I'm only 22 as well. And the previous two Miss Universe Australia, Zoe and Mariah, have amazing modelling careers. And so I felt really lost. And that's something I don't share with a lot of people, that when I was crowned, I was super bloody excited, but I was so lost about who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do with the crown. And I sat with the people that mattered and I was like, no, my passion is OT. And I have only 1 year to go until I graduate. Like, I'm so bloody close to getting that.
You see the finish line. You're running for the finish line.
And then I was like, you know what? I can wear a crown and I can also wear a scrub cap. Like, that is what a lot of people want to see. Like, a lot of people in Australia do have healthcare roles or do have 9-to-5s that are boring and mundane. And I have one too. And I think it's really exciting and it's really comforting to know that respectfully, I'm just talking outside, but I think it's comforting to know that I also have that role and I can be Miss Universe Australia and live this life. It's nothing to be upset about. And what is upsetting though is seeing all these models and all these amazing girls go on brand trips and or like their whole job is to be a creator, and they're at 9 a.m. they're just making their breakfast, and then at 1 p.m. they're going to make the bed. Like, it's not a realistic
slow day.
Yeah. It's not a realistic life. And I'm there to prove that that's not how normal lives are lived.
And I love that. That's so beautiful. And I think too, talking back to the toddlers and tiaras and that misconception of what is pageantry and what is Miss Universe, is I think a lot of people don't understand, especially in Australia, that the Miss Universe Australia franchise, it is a franchise. And so the way that Australia competes in the international stage compared to the way other countries compete is very different. How would you describe your trip to Thailand?
It was awakening. Like, I went over there, like, I was fully trained. I went through walking workshops with Thelma, like every week I would train for hours. I was going through speech training, and God, nothing could have prepared for what I saw over there. I was up against 133 countries, and
wow, that is so many more than I thought it was. I thought it was like 50.
Yeah. 133 women.
Wow.
Some of these countries you've got to remember, and Thelma, my walking coach, as much as she was my walking coach, she was Miss Nicaragua in 2008. And she gave me advice on what it's going to look like. You've got to take your own brain and Miss Universe Australia out of your head, and you're going to Miss Universe now. This is a pageant now. You've got to ramp it up and really put your all into it, because there are going to be girls who cut your extensions, who steal your swimsuit. I'll get into it. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There are going to be girls out for the kill. But you've got to remember, at home, they are going to go back to their country to, a lot of the time, third world living. And this is all that their country has.
I just got tingles. Like, that that is a really good perspective.
Yeah.
This is a very mature perspective.
Thank you. I feel like I'm quite a mature 22-year-old.
I think you are.
But like, it's it's really, really upsetting because a lot of these, especially Latina countries, they look beautiful in these beautiful pageant gowns and their hair is perfect. They're going to go home to barely living in a house. And unfortunately, that is a reality that we don't have to face. And so I just remembered the whole time that I'm really lucky to be here and I don't need to win this crown. But for a lot of girls, they need this. So you got to let them be and let them do them. But doesn't make it easier when you're over there. You'll make a few friends. Like my best friend was New Zealand, Armenia and Great Britain.
Amazing.
We had a good little group of us and we stuck together the whole time because if you don't have one friend, you're going to crumble.
Yeah.
And you need to be in full glam, full hair. Oh my God, you got to have a tan on 24/7, be beautifully dressed for breakfast, like ball gowns at breakfast. Who would have thought? Not me. Anyway, so.
Well, this sounds stressful. Like I know that this all sounds very stressful, but the thing that I think most people wouldn't understand, and I didn't certainly know, was that it's not just for 1 week. Isn't it for like a month?
I was there for a month. Yeah.
Unreal.
Just over actually. I had my birthday over there. I missed a lot of milestones. And just to go to represent Australia, which is incredible. Like when I was growing up, I never thought I'd be able to represent Australia in anything. Like I'm not great at sports. So the Olympics was always off of the cards, but I always,
oh my God.
but I always wanted to prove my country proud and I did. I don't know. It's, 4 weeks of brutal early wake ups. You've got 2 hours of sleep per night. You've got to look perfect all of the time. You've got media and press constantly with you. Like people followed me up to my hotel room. It was ridiculous.
Because it's like paparazzi, right?
Yep.
Like there are people like photographers waiting outside to interview you.
Yeah.
Right?
We had security guards trying to push through the crowd and like people would grab onto you and try and take photos of you. It's terrifying. And I was scared for my safety a lot of the time, but you're with that group of girls, you're fine. But no one would have prepared me for feeling like a celebrity so bloody quickly over there.
Oh my God.
But it's all fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all fake. Like you get home and no one really cares who you are. Like,
I mean, I care. We all care here.
Yeah, we all care here. But like when you're over there, it's not real. You're in a simulation where you're there with 130 beautiful, beautiful girls and you're all in glam. That's not how any of us realistically act. We had one night when we were all in no makeup and just eating plain sugar, but then we'd wake up and as soon as the paparazzi are there, we're eating lettuce leaves and in full glam.
Plain sugar as in literally like just...
Literally like a waffle with Nutella and maple syrup.
Stunning.
Yeah.
This feels on brand for you though.
Thank you.
I feel like from what I know of you, I feel like you're a very real person and I feel like you don't give in to stereotypes easily.
No.
Yeah?
I completely agree and it does get the better of me though.
Yeah.
I am a very, very real person. I will tell you how it is and I'm not afraid to be myself.
You're very forthcoming. When I first met you, I was like, whoa, this is not what I was expecting at all.
Thank you. And I try to keep to that. I feel like the program really needs that. A lot of the time, the Miss Universe Australia, the girl who's crowned at that time feels so out of reach and so above everyone else. And in my year, I bloody love Zoe now, but I found that she was just so out of reach for me. I couldn't talk to her because she was the queen. And this year, I made it a fact that I wanted to be that person that the girls could go to. So I was sitting with everyone at lunch. Like when I was over in Vietnam, I would sit with everyone at dinner. I would have one-on-one chats with every single girl just to make sure that they knew that I was there to be with them. And through the state finals, I also did that. I wanted to talk to all of them, not just stand in the corner on my pedestal, because that's what they need. And I am not stupid. I know that realistically, I'm not the ideal model Miss Universe that everyone thinks they should be, but I'm here to break that stereotype at the end of the day.
I would love to know, being overseas for a month, can you tell me about what you brought with you? Like, are there clothes provided for you? How does it work? Because a month of clothes, you guys aren't just wearing one outfit a day.
No.
And if you are, it's a heavy gown.
Yeah. Okay. So it ended up being 7 suitcases. Yeah.
Wow.
And one thing about when you're over there, no one helps you. So I got over there, got off the plane straight into Thailand and I was wearing my sash and gown and everyone was taking photos of me because I was Miss Australia running through the airport. Had to get all 7 bags off of the luggage, so unladylike, because they were so bloody heavy, and taking them all off, putting them through the airport. 7 suitcases. So I had 1 by my side, 5 on the trolley, and then 1 strapped to my back. And I was like, God, this is so hard, but it was character building, I tell you. We
need to find this paparazzi photos.
Literally.
Lexie Brant coming through the airport with 7 bags, getting them off the conveyor belt.
Oh my God, it is so unflattering. But about my trip in Thailand, which a lot of girls didn't do, is we went to 2 different states as well. So we started in where did I start? We started there, and then we went to Pattaya, and then we went to Phuket, and that includes flights. So we could only have 2 suitcases throughout the whole trip. And I was like, how am I supposed to do this? Because you can't get anything sent there. You're not allowed to have teams like makeup artists or anything. You have to do it yourself, which is great because it means we're on an equal playing field. But we had to take 6 suitcases over there, which included my stage gown, my welcome ceremony gowns and everything. You had to leave them in the hotel and only take what you could to Phuket. It's great that we had hot weather because everything was decently light, and I had an amazing stylist who got me quite light clothing as well.
And when you say stylist, is that someone in Australia that's helping you out?
Yeah, her name's Alicia.
Oh my God, I love Alicia.
Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, she is amazing.
She did everything for me.
her.
Like if I was wearing any clothes in Thailand, it was from Alicia.
Yeah.
Like she gave me things out of her wardrobe. She was so adept in helping me in everything. She took me around to different designers just to pull things out that I could, and she did it like all because she wanted to, not because
She's a lovely lady.
Exactly. So yeah, the packing situation was hard, but I'm so grateful that it was summery, and obviously coming from Australia, I have all those clothes and we have access to like stylish, light clothing. So that's a lot of it. But then I had a whole bag full of just gowns, and that was like 48 kilos.
48 kilos, that's insane. You could take an extra person.
Literally, I could take you.
No, thank you.
You could fit my bag.
I love that you think I weigh 48 kilos. The way that different countries competed, you were saying that was quite an eye-opener. Particularly, was there anything that really stood out to you that you were like, whoa, that was behaviour that kind of took me back?
There are girls who on stage, they are so smiley, so happy. Their walk is amazing. They look so friendly. They get off stage, they will push you out of the way, like just to get through. Some of these Latina countries are there for the kill, and they do not care about talking to you as long as they are getting to the top. So if there was a camera around, then they would talk to them, act like they're super happy to be with you and super excited that we're here together. As soon as that camera goes off, she turns around and walks the other way. And I'm like, oh, okay, so no one likes me then. So it was, oh God, it was eye-opening. And when some of these girls didn't get called out in the top 30, literally as soon as we got off stage into the wings, one of these girls fell onto the floor face down like a toddler and started crying. And I was like,
whoa,
oh my God. Like, and that just is the surface of the attitudes I saw over there. Some of these girls are so entitled, and they would call their manager or their director and absolutely swear about maybe the food or the quality of what we're getting. Doesn't look good, but I'm not stupid. I know how politics and the global atmosphere works. Like, all countries cannot be on the same level and be nice to each other. There is also politics that come with it. Like, 2 countries wouldn't talk to each other because they're in war, or 2 countries wouldn't talk to each other because they have divisions in their belief. Like, it goes into how you are acting within each other. And someone actually brought up to me the other day, the reason I got along so well with New Zealand is because we're both in the Commonwealth. And I was like, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Just because she's like a neighbour to me is why I got along with her so well. And we also talked the same.
Same accent, easy to understand.
Genuinely, we got so bullied over there because our accents are hilarious. Like, I don't think I have that big of an Australian accent, but when I go over there, everyone would just go like, oh, right-o. And I was like,
Cleo.
That's not how I talk, babe. Anyway, so we bonded over that. But politics definitely come into it, and that's something I was not prepared to do. Like, I had a few girls not talk to me because of the country that I came from.
Wow, that's crazy. Having the platform of Miss Universe Australia is such an honour, and it's such a beautiful thing because it means that you can use your platform for good. And I've seen that you have done something really beautiful recently, and that was being an ambassador for the Mother's Day Classic. That is amazing what you've done. Are you able to touch on why this cause is so important to you?
Of course. So the Mother's Day Classic is something that has been quite prevalent in my family for a long time. I've run it twice. And it's because my mother had breast cancer when I was 12, so in 2015. So she's now over 10 years cancer-free, which is amazing, but it did rock my family. And Like, you'll see it in the Women's Weekly and everything, but I never thought that I would be able to lose someone close to me. It's just not, it's nothing that I ever thought would happen. And my mother is my best friend. And the fact that she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I've had a few people in my family diagnosed with breast cancer, it is a real cause and it is hurtful. And I was just so lucky that I didn't lose my mum, but a lot of people do. And I understand how much it hurts, and I want to help anyone I could. So the Mother's Day Classic was such a big thing, and I also got to bring my mum, my best friend, into the public spotlight for something that she is so brave and fortunate that she has recovered from. So it was great that I could share my title with my mum and just spotlight how insane her journey was.
And I saw too, the interview you did with the Women's Weekly was so beautiful. I was actually watching it last night and I was fully crying. It was so beautiful. Your mum seems like such a positive role model in your life.
Yeah.
How did she go supporting you with Miss Universe? I mean, you girls seem so tight. It seems like best friends. Like you said in the interview, it's not a mother-daughter dynamic. It's a mother-best friend dynamic.
100%. We're two little besties, I think. Like, Mum and I share advice like two girls over wine. It's hilarious. I would not be here if it wasn't for my mum. Like, I text her more a day than I text my partner. It's genuinely, I need advice on an outfit, I go to my mum. I need advice on what I should send back to my boss as a text, I go to my mum. Everything, I go to my mum. So whenever I have little dilemmas or I am not sure what to do in terms of commitments, like events, should I go to this one? Should I go to this one? I'm so tired. Should I just take a break? My mum is my sounding board. She is there, and she is my kind of my moral compass.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, she is so correct in everything that she does, and I know that she's exactly like me. So anything that I do is because she's either told me to or said it's a good idea. And I would not be here and as resilient as I am without her. And I'll owe a lot of it because I'm here speaking so confidently, but my mum gets all of the brute of it. I obviously, I'm a normal person. I go through mental health issues as well. And anytime there is something good, it's obviously I go to my mum first, but anything that's bad, it's my mum first as well. So I would love to speak on that because my poor mum, she's so happy for me, but unfortunately she gets the worst of it as well.
She's pretty much getting a full-time job on the side.
100%. She's my therapist, she's my stylist, she's everything. But yeah, so the fact that I was able to honour her through Mother's Day Classic just to give back a little bit was anything that I could do. Yeah.
And I think too, growing up in a household that was affected and touched by cancer, is that something that kind of motivated you or encouraged you to go study as an OT?
Yeah, that's a great question and I love talking about it. When mum was diagnosed, someone very important in my life told me oh, mum can't do these things. Mum can't make a cup of tea. If there's a high cupboard and a high plate, mum can't get that high plate. You're going to need to help her. And that subconsciously was the very first signs of OTs. That's exactly what OTs do. They find ways to make you live your life and get you back to the things you need and want to do. And subconsciously, that's exactly what I was doing for mum. I was being her little OT in her household. And then when it came around and I got early acceptance into OT, it always felt right.
Yeah. It just, everything was clicking into place.
100%. Yeah.
Is there any patients that you've had over the past or any moments in your studies that have kind of just made you see life differently?
I've been fortunate enough to have lots of different placements, and we go through lots of case studies, being a bachelor's degree in 4 years, but I was in a hospital placement in the stroke ward specifically, and a woman had a stroke in front of me. And from that day on, literally, I'm so grateful to be able to walk and talk and move my body. And it's changed my mindset completely. So anything bad that happens to me or a setback, it's not a setback. It is just a little bump in the road. There's a lot of people who are far worse than me. At least I can move.
You were saying as well, you're still in your studies. And I feel like a lot of people forget that because they see you online as a model, a content creator, Miss Universe Australia. How does juggling everything, I've seen your vlogs where you're studying and then you're going off and you're shooting and you're doing all these things. Yeah. How does it affect your week, your day-to-day week? Because a lot of people just defer. I know people that have won Miss Universe and then they've gone on, or won Miss Universe Australia, and they've gone on to just defer and then head down the modelling pathway. You're so close.
I'm very steadfast. I need to finish. And like I spoke to my family and I really discovered that that's exactly what I wanted to be, was an OT. And I cannot, like, I was crowned for a reason. This was my whole why, was OT. And I can't just let it go just because I won. That wouldn't be true to myself at all. And so I'm so tired. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great life, but I'm so tired. But I love being tired because it is such a blessing to be exhausted from the things that I need and love to do. Like, I go to placement, I'm in week 9 of 10 weeks of placement, and then I'll go model on the weekends, I'll go fly to Melbourne on the weekend. But what a blessing it is that I am able to do that. Like, as much as I'm exhausted, I've got to remember that this is amazing and not a lot of people get to do this.
It's such a beautiful privilege pressure.
Yep.
Because I think when you're under pressure, it means that you're getting more opportunities, which is so special. I would love to know what your next steps are now that we've almost coming to the end of our studies, going on, handing over the reign. What are you planning for the future?
Look, I have 5 months until I get my bachelor's degree. So obviously,
Wow.
I know, how amazing. I have a big career in OT ahead of me. I am planning to go into hand therapy. I'm on a hand placement at the moment and I love it. I haven't found a passion quite like it. You know that you've found your niche when you go home and you're excited to study more about it. And that for me is hand therapy. And that is going to be a big deal of my life, but it's not going to be my whole life. I've got some very big plans and I would love to enter more into the social space because now that my crown, I'm going to give it over. I also have the opportunity to take on a lot more ambassadorship roles, travel a lot more, and I'm not limited to just being Miss Universe. I've always got that title, but now I can use it as a stepping stone to do a lot of other things. So as much as I'm going to be an OT, I'm going to boom in the social space as well.
Talking on ambassadorships as well, I know that you are an ambassador for Nurse's Choice.
Yeah.
And you're very passionate about it.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the brand and why it's so important to you?
I love Nurse's Choice. Nurse April created a amazing LED face mask brand. LED is one of the best things you can do for your skin and your wellness. And the reason why I've become the official ambassador, April is one of my very good friends now. It's because we share the exact same belief that LED is good for your soul as well as your body. April will see it from the cosmetic nurse side, like for your skin, for your facial features and for
Collagen, reproduction.
Exactly, anti-aging. But from my side, I see it in scar reproduction as well. So anyone with scars, which is such a big thing in hand therapy as well, LED will take the darkness away and help it to like really heal quicker. And so we've got a lot more coming than just face masks at the moment. So watch this space. But I've found a niche that I really, really love. And Nurse April is so amazing to put me on billboards and everything and create me to be the official ambassador of the brand. So it's more of a partnership.
Moving along, I would love to chat on your relationship with Sam. It is so wholesome. How long have you guys been together now?
So we're about to hit 2 years, Sam and I. He makes me giddy. I love him. Like, I have almost known him. Oh my God, I've known him forever. But we live together and he's my best friend in the whole world. I love him. He's annoying, he's beautiful, and he has been one of the biggest supporters for my Miss Universe journey. I was talking to you before, but he, obviously being in football and playing for the Suns, he's been playing football for a very long time, but he's been very media trained as well. And before I won Miss Universe, I'd never really had any media training. And so naturally, when you win a big competition like that and when you start to become a little bit more prevalent on social media, you start to get hate comments as well. And the way you react to certain things or talk on certain topics needs media training. And
it sets the tone for your personality and the way people perceive you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And at the time I didn't have anything, but Sam did. And so Sam was vital and coached me through a lot of things subconsciously as well, like talking at home, just being a great soundboard at home, just to be like, oh my God, this happened today. And then he'd give me great advice on how to tackle it and not let it get through to my soul, but just let it through to the keeper. So it's great. And
there's a sports pun there, sports reference. I love that.
I'm a sporty girl now. And before I met Sam, I had no idea that he played football. Yeah.
How did you meet?
He reached out to me online.
Oh, love that.
And he had only just been freshly drafted. So I there was no football photos on there. It was great. And when we met, he told me that he played for the Suns, and I was like, what is AFL?
Yeah, I was going to say, because you are a Queensland girl.
Yes.
It's like out the window.
Yeah. I was like,
They don't care about AFL.
that is netball on grass. Like,
oh, netball on grass. I love that.
genuinely, I was like, at the time, I was like, boring. I don't care. That's super cool that you play football. Anyway, now it's my life. Like, I love it more than I love NRL, and I love being able to help him. But it is hard, definitely. Like, you have losses in AFL, but they also come through at home. And whether he plays AFL or VFL also comes through at home as well. And it is a lot harder than a lot of people might think it is. But I mean, I can't complain because we live amazing lives. Like, him playing football and me being Miss Universe Australia is
such a dream combo.
like,
that's a journo's like, that's their dream. Like the combo of the, you know, like the football, the WAG. It's great.
It is great. But there is a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize. And living two very media personality, and we don't also see each other a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's just fortunate this week and he's in Melbourne and I'm in Melbourne. Like we get to be in a different state together at the same time. But a lot of the time I've come home from placement or I've just come home from Vietnam and all of a sudden he's in Perth. Like I'm like, oh, see ya. And then when we do have times together, it's usually only a couple of hours before we go to bed.
Yeah.
So it's great, but it's hard.
I can imagine. I mean, I've got a lot of friends that are quote unquote WAGs. And like you said, the dynamic, I think a lot of people, I mean, you wouldn't understand this because you're from Queensland, but I remember like growing up in formals, you know, like you have your year 10 formal, your social or your ball, whatever you call it. A lot of like the formals these days, the kids do like little awards and it's like most likely to be. And it's one of the awards that like, because I do like, I'm a makeup artist. I do the formals. One of the awards that I was talking to the girls last week, they're like 15-year-olds. They're like most likely to be a WAG. That's an aspiration.
Yeah, great.
So I feel like a lot of people don't have the full context of what that actually looks like in a relationship that's mature and also very career-driven people.
Yeah, 100%. That's hilarious.
Yes.
I would love to go back to year 10 and be like, does anyone want to marry a footballer? That would be hilarious. But we're quite lucky in the Gold Coast because I understand that Victorians take football as their life, 100%.
Yeah, cop it harder.
But Gold Coast is a lot more relaxed and we have a very lovely club. Like the other girlfriends of like other partners are beautiful. Like I don't see them a lot. And I know that they've got their own little group and I don't see them a lot, but they're every time that I do see them, they're bloody beautiful to me.
They are nice. You do have one of the best clubs.
Yeah.
For the girls.
Our morale is amazing, but that is all owed to the Gold Coast because they put in the work to do that. Like we have partners events where the boys and the girls are together. So we're more involved with the club than just like the boys are. But I've also got two of my best friends, Charlotte and Em, like they came from like originally a football relationship and I don't see them much. They live in Melbourne, but like I would go to them for anything. And that is strictly because I've met them through my partner. Like
it's a beautiful community.
Yeah. Sam was to get traded. I don't think I'd be fortunate enough to have another beautiful group of girls who are as supportive of each other. You know what I mean?
100%.
And I also, a lot of people have actually asked me like, oh, does it get competitive within the WAGs? Because there is a few like, I guess, political situations where like people get put in different positions or whatever. And I'm like not really.
Politics, sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm like, not really. Like the girls do not talk about the boys, respectfully. Like I cannot tell you that I go to my friend Emily and talk about her partner. We usually just talk about each other.
The draft, the football, the stats.
Exactly.
The whole works.
I cannot be bothered to talk about the blood draft. Like boring, but like at least it's not our whole life.
It's just like catching up and like full circle moment to the start of the episode talking about discovering and making new friends in your 20s.
Yeah.
And then 30s for some of the girls at the club.
Yeah.
I think it's such a beautiful thing that you're able to do.
Yeah.
And a good group of girls that you can support, especially after your Miss Universe.
100%. And I'm sure I will become closer with them after my reign and once I consecutively kind of come to games. But yeah, right now I've got a good small little group.
When you think about the legacy you want to leave after your title, it's a very pageanty question, but I'd love to know, what do you want people to remember you for?
I have thought about this a lot, and originally I was like, I want people to remember me as the OT and the girl who worked in the medical field and was Miss Universe, which is definitely a legacy that I'm going to leave behind. But I mainly want to give the legacy of how supportive I was for being in the role. Like I spoke to earlier, a lot of Miss Universes wouldn't be like social with all of the new competitors who are going to come and try and take my role. But I am, and I am giving everyone the time of day.
You're a
I'm
mentor.
Exactly. I'm their mentor, but I'm doing it well. I'm giving everyone the exact advice that I wanted and what I have learnt. And unfortunately, a lot of it just comes with experience. But for these girls, lucky for them, I'd like to say, I've given them advice that I learnt maybe 3 days ago. And
There's no handbook. There's no handbook on how to be Miss Universe Australia.
Yeah, but I would love just to leave the legacy that, Lex really helped these girls and really changed the Miss Universe Australia program to be more supportive and more equal.
I love that. That's such a beautiful, beautiful message.
Thanks.
And so we're going to go into rapid fire. So we're going to go first thing that comes into your mind. It's going to be a series of questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Coffee order,
Almond cap,
Pilates or gym?
Pilates.
Most used app on your phone, and why?
Oh, it would have to be Instagram. The amount I post on there is actually ridiculous. I'm a liar. TikTok.
Doom scroller?
Doom scroller. It's so bad. I need to put my phone down and read a book.
One destination that you haven't traveled to, but you would love to.
Oh, the Maldives. Either or. Someone had their wedding there. Is it Lexie Lobb?
I was going to say Lexie. I didn't know who you were talking about, but Lexie.
Lexie Lobb had her wedding or honeymoon, something. She did something there and I was like, girl, oh my God.
She did her courthouse wedding, I think, in Melbourne, and that was an intimate ceremony. And then I think they flew over and they partied on. Yeah. And there was a big group of them. So I think it was honeymoon and friend ceremony, ?
If I could copy paste, that's going to be me. Thank you.
Is this you saying that there's plans to be
all right. So
engaged
Sam, can we put this ring on here?
There we go. Shout out, Sam.
Yeah.
All right, your current comfort TV show?
Sex and the City.
Oh, that was so quick.
I love it.
Which character are you?
As much as I hate to say it, I'm probably Carrie. Like I am so... I'm a bit woo-woo, you know? But I always go back to it. I love Friends and I love Gilmore Girls, but at the moment, Sex and the City is really relevant for the time in my life.
I think every girl, it's one of those shows that everyone needs to see in their 20s.
100%. Do it. And drink a lot.
Drink a lot. A skill you're trying to improve on?
I don't want to be cheesy.
No, say it.
What am I trying to improve on?
Juggling?
No. That would be hilarious. My resting bitch face.
Oh. Are you trying to improve it to make it stronger or less?
Less.
Less.
Like my resting position, everyone thinks I hate them. So I'm going to try and smile more.
What's the thing that you find that people say to you that was their first impression of you? Like, what do you think people think of you? And then before they meet you and then after?
Yeah. Am I allowed to swear?
I mean, why not?
Okay. A lot of people have said to me, I thought you were going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, like, by the looks of you, I thought you were going to be a bitch. And I was like, why? She was like, oh, like you're pretty and like you're a model, but like you just don't like smile much. And I was like, what?
I think that's ridiculous.
And
you smile with your eyes too.
I was like, hello? Like, she's like, yeah, but now that you've opened your mouth, you smile. And I was like, oh. So the resting bitch face.
Your model face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you think people say when they meet you for the first time?
Like
they get to know you.
I heard this so much during the state finals. Like all of the girls pretty much said this to me. I just did not think you were going to be this happy. And I was like, oh my God, like, thank you. But like a lot of people just didn't think that I would be the way I am. And I think it's because I'm very real with people and I'm not like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'm very like, oh my God, you look great.
You're honest and to the point. I feel like you don't beat around the bush.
100%. So a lot of people just are so shocked by the fact that I'm so bloody honest.
What's one thing people would be surprised to know about you?
I played violin growing up.
So did I.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Oh my God.
I was so bad. My parents were like, when I was practicing, they were like, oh, that's really good, sweetie. They were like,
oh God.
So
how long did you do it for?
Oh, maybe like a year. And then I played the flute and then I played the guitar.
Girl, I reckon I'm looking at my sister in the corner. I reckon I did 8 years violin. 8 years? Yeah, 8 years.
So if I like whipped out my violin right now and gave it to you,
I wish I brought my violin. That could have been great for content. Damn. What is one word you would love to leave here with to reflect who you are.
Authentic.
I think that's the perfect word.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, thank you so much, Lexie Brant, for being in here today. So grateful to have you.
Thanks, Sarah.
It lined up perfectly that you're already in Melbourne and you're just a superstar, and we love
Thanks
you.
so much. I absolutely have loved this. It went so quickly. But
Oh my goodness, yeah.
thank you so much. Yay! It's been like a warm hug.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's exactly, if I had to describe you, I would say a warm hug. That's your personality.
Compliment. Thank you.